getting dicey.
That theatre company in the UK that do like Peter Pan Goes Wrong and stuff, and it's really popular. It's like it's just a deliberate fucking shambles, and people love it.
I would love.
They put one of those. They put one of those on in Wellington a while back, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that was just a shambles, I think.
I wish that would kind of. I wish I did that every week on purpose. That is just me being useless each and every time. Good God. All right, we've got the wind howling. Again, I just need to remind you guys of how cold and horrible it is at this part of Tsolenska Pass. You've got your rug cold gear on. It looks exactly like the rug that you swapped for the cold gear. And the wind is whistling overhead at this point. You're kind of safe from the wind and snow at this specific part. And Casimir has just pointed out these tracks in the snow. American, you've taken a look as well. And you can see that they head off behind this craggy or this jagged rock formation off to the left-hand side of this the path that you're on.
I'm gonna talk to the people behind me. Do I have to raise my voice for them to hear me over the wind, or is it calmer?
It's a little calmer in this area.
Okay, so I'll just speak in a normal tone and just be like, "Look, footprints!"
They must be fresh in this weather.
I think you said last time that due to my survival role, I could tell that they could have been there like for several hours.
Yeah, several hours. Because it's been, this area of this pass is kind of, it's not getting as much snow, it's not getting as much wind. It looks like these could have been protected from the elements for a few hours at least.
I'll just say, I've communed with the winds, and I can tell that these could be a couple of hours old.
Right.
So good.
Who's coming up here, Casimir? Who's normally coming up here if it's not?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone on my travels.
Ever?
There's talk of mountain folk in these mountains, but I have never come across any.
Mountain folk like dangerous mountain folk out to get us, or just friendly folk of the mountain?
There's no stories of them attacking, so I'm assuming just friendly folk.
Oh, right then. That's good.
Well, should we just
look like? Do these look like the footprints of mountain folk? American, do you think?
Well, given my extremely good survival role, I would say the DM would say that I would know that.
I mean, they look like human footprints. Quite large. Like, one of them's quite large. I think I mentioned...
1 foot.
1 foot. I think I mentioned last week that it looks to be maybe 3 sets of footprints. They've you're looking at them now, and it looks like they've sort of come out and sort of trailed back into behind the jagged rock again. So it looks like maybe there was just some sort of patrol checking out here. Maybe, checking to see if they saw or heard something, and then back behind the jagged rock.
Are they
American
wearing shoes?
Do they look like they're angry stomping, or like calmly playing in the snow kind of steps? Like maybe there's a snowball's been scooped up somewhere and thrown joyfully.
I'm picking up on an emotion from these footsteps, and I'm going to say they were in a patrolling type mood. That's what I'm getting from these.
All right. Very regimented.
Well, shall we just press on and ignore them? I don't suppose we need to go and investigate where they are.
Well, we should probably have our wits about us.
Yes.
I mean, I had mine about me anyway, but extra.
I did too, actually. I had mine too. Probably even more.
My wits were pretty about me. I don't know.
Do they get attacked immediately? Just out of the blue. Oh, my wits were about me. Don't. Oh.
Yeah, you both get stabbed in the neck unexpectedly.
I tried to attack them, but I missed.
Aww.
Hold on. Were they wearing shoes?
Yeah,
Yes.
they look to be wearing some sort of they're not clear like toe prints and feet and stuff like that. It's just, it looks like they've got some sort of shoe on, some kind of foot covering.
Nice shoes. Well, are we going to walk past where they pop out of, American?
Yeah.
So what it is, the road continues on south from where you guys currently are through this gorge in Tsolenska Pass, and just off to the left is like a rocky formation, and it looks to be a sort of a side path. There's a bit of snow built up, and these footprints etched into that snow.
American.
Given
Do you have
that
your
this is
owl?
no, not at the moment. But given this is Barovia, I'd say it's 50-50 that they're massive dicks. So I say we just ignore it, keep going, prep a dodge if they come at us, and get going.
Grab a dodge.
I'm gonna continue to stride forward with a watchful eye.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm prepping a dodge, literally.
Yeah, you move on, and Casimir sees you moving on, shrugs and carries on with you heading south. All of you still tied together with those ropes. I don't know if you still want those ropes at this point, but they are. You're pretty safe where you currently are, but you don't know what lies ahead. So if you want to keep that rope, we can totally do that, and you continue south past these footprints, past the jagged rock formation, and through this gorge. Morley.
I want to say to, not as Morley, but as me, maybe everyone should have a cutting implement about them in case we need to cut the rope in a hurry. You know how we saw that really big bird? It would be a really bad time if the bird came down and swooped up one person and then got us all on the rope.
I don't know, that could be pretty cute.
Like a giant worm.
Imagine us all dangling.
I am, and I'm suggesting that we cut our way.
Well, wouldn't that be better? Like if we were tied together, maybe it couldn't lift all of us.
I was going to say, how big is it? How big
But
was
no.
the bird?
It's massive.
Yeah, you haven't seen it up close,
Have
but
you
you
seen
saw
Sesame
it.
Street?
You saw it way off in the distance, and it was imposing even way off on the horizon.
No, but I think you're right. I think we should have a cutting implement prepared. I have daggers, so I'm fine. Oh, scimitars, actually.
I have a dagger. I'm going to pull it out and show everyone.
And Casimir holds up his dagger again.
Put your dagger away. No one's impressed.
Really? It's a fancy one.
Oh, yes, and I am impressed. I've just remembered.
Very, very fancy.
I like it.
Thank you.
We like it.
Yes.
Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's go then. If you don't want
Wait,
to investigate.
what does
these.
Bill think of the dagger?
I pull out my dagger,
Oh,
and it looks homely next to the Baron's, and I'm like, man, I wish I had a nice dagger like that one. Anyway, let's go.
All right.
I thought you were going to say that's not a dagger. This is a dagger. It's massive.
See, you've played.
I wouldn't say that about that dagger. That dagger's great.
You guys continue south. There's no noises. There's no. There's nothing. There's nothing that comes from where those footprints were trailing off to, and you continue your way without event. So let's.
I'm half expecting you to say, good thing I spent an hour prepping what would happen if you actually followed the footsteps.
Now, what? Now, when have I ever been passive aggressive? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
Yeah, it was rude of you, and it was
was
only half
sassy
an hour
even.
of prep, actually.
It was unnecessary, and I'm sorry.
You continue through this gorge, and you get to a point where it's starting to head downhill a little bit, and the wind is again picking up around you, and you're starting to get beaten by the snow and sleet once more. This ridge that you're now on overlooks the fog-shrouded Svalich Woods to the south, let's move you to kind of where you are likely to be. You're looking down over these Svalich woods, and far below, beneath the fog, you can see a lake as well, far below you. There are tall, rocky bluffs carved with deep gouges, each only half a width of a man's torso. And you can...
Half a width.
Of a man's torso.
That's just like you can just see
Half
these...
a man's torso.
What? It's like...
The gap is half...
No, like things that are gouged into the rocks either side of you. So you're making your way through, and these things are being...
Okay.
Really small
so
things
the
are
gap
carved
is
in.
wider than a man's torso.
Oh, there's
Just the rocky bluffs that are carved into it.
little crevices.
Yeah. So let's move you
Not
on
going to be fitting in there, Morley.
No, it looks about half a man's torso. If that.
Just measuring it up, standing next to it. That's about half.
What's a bluff?
A bluff.
1 second, let's move you on to this new
Yeah,
map.
what's a bluff? Some kind of cliff type thing, I suppose.
Oh, a bluff. Isn't it like
It's
a coastal thing?
the big like rocky outcrops, right? And it says these rocky bluffs are carved with deep gouges. So it's got these big rocky outcrops that have these gouges carved into them. Does that help? Let's move on.
Natural gouges, I
What
suppose.
do you mean? What is an outcrop? I don't understand what it is.
What's a
Let's go,
rock?
Molly.
I'm
What
confused.
is? Yeah, could you? Yeah.
What's ice?
Outcrop. I'm just googling outcrop.
It's just like a rock formation.
It's just a
Just
rock
say
formation.
Side
A
of the
wall
cliff.
of rock.
Just say side.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Keep it
What I'll
simple for
do,
us, please.
what I'll do is I'll just rewrite everything
Please.
in case people don't know the definitions of things.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Please dumb it down.
I'll really dumb it down. I think.
5-year-old level.
Hey Reagan. I felt like I was there, mate.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, now you guys.
Good point. Well made. You go up the mountain, it is cold, and the side is there.
It's there, and
The
they're
mountainside.
Theatre of the mind.
But they're natural gouges, right?
well, I mean, would you like to investigate those gouges?
Yeah, if it looks like they're caused by some kind of creature or something, then yes.
Give me an
Giant
investigation.
bird, perhaps.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay, I can do that.
You know what's crazy? I have +0 to nature checks. What?
Oh, that's good for a
I'm a
druid.
druid. It's based on
well-
intelligence, you see.
Thought I could do it. Damn it.
Are we good?
Yeah, I thought I had sorted out that thing that's disappeared.
Oh, right.
So I get a +8, I think.
Oh, nice. 14
No, I
plus
guess
8.
I get a +9 actually. So 14
Okay.
plus 9.
23. With a roll of a 23, you're noticing that these gouges that have been stomped into these bluffs, they don't look natural. They look
Unnatural.
they look like
gouges.
they were possibly gouged into these rocks by like hooves. These massive hooves.
Are you seeing these enormous hoof marks, guys? That have gouged the bluffs?
That was
before
made
us?
by a hoof? Are you sure?
Yeah, I am absolutely certain.
It's a big hoof.
Saying there's a
How big is the
horse
hoof?
with hooves the size of half a man's torso.
Yep.
Could be a goat. Mountain goat.
And Casimir like clicks his fingers and points to you, Morley, and says, "Sangzor. That must have been done
Who?
by Sangzor."
Who is Sangzor? He sounds scary.
Like you said, Morley, just an enormous, terrifying goat. I'd only heard stories.
Sangzor.
Sorry. That does sound scary.
It sounds funny, but good God, the stories I've heard.
He's just a regular goat, but big and angry, or is he a beast, a monster?
I mean, just a very, very angry, ginormous goat.
Oh. Well, you keep saying just. Just
Well,
an
well, he said
enormous
monster,
goat.
so I'm like, not a monster, just a goat,
He's
but
not a
it
monster.
is very big and very angry from the stories I've heard.
You've never seen Sangzor yourself.
No, he's a master of stealth, that goat.
Oh, that worries me.
Wait.
I feel like
It
maybe
does
we
worry
get
me.
along. He's probably just got a thorn in his side or something, and we'll help him out and become friends.
What are the stories about this? Does Sangzor murder people or befriend them?
Sorry.
it's
Just
the
stories of him
unfortunate
befriending
guy.
everyone. Just giving milk by the bucket load. No,
Oh, fitter.
We should try and get some better of Sangzor.
This is how we're going to solve our money situation.
Fitter and kombucha.
It's a huge goat. Surely produces a shit ton of feta.
Second business venture in Barovia. We're going to become the fucking some
we like-
businessman.
Listen to this one. Guess what? Dungeons and Dragons Den. See that? See what I did there?
Copyright it.
Amazing.
Casimir says, according to legend, Sangzor has inhabited this ridge for centuries. I hadn't come across him. I hadn't even put two and two together with these gouges in the cliffside here.
Oh, so he's probably dead then, and we probably shouldn't worry about it.
This isn't foreshadowing.
Hundreds of years ago, and like you haven't seen him this whole time. It'd be really unlucky if we happened to run into him the one time that we came up with you.
He doesn't come up though. He's been up here. Well, how often have you been up here?
I've been up maybe a handful of times, but that's over the last 50, 60 years.
Okay.
Never seen him in 50 or 60 years.
How long are we going to discuss this goat?
Bill, you're going to tempt fate here.
If you haven't seen him, Casimir, when was the last encounter you heard? I'm sure people must talk about, we saw our old Sangzor up there in the mountains.
It's normally stories from people who have returned claiming that Sangzor has taken an ally's life.
Sangzor, no!
He is a murderer.
Murder a goat! No, but if we see him, do not initiate a battle. He may be protecting the mountain. He might be confused.
Okay.
And it all could just be myth, from what I understand. There's never been any corroborating evidence.
Oh,
I have a feeling we're about to see some.
let's keep going.
Oh, is there any that spell that always sucks? Could we maybe use the divining and see if we're going to see Sangzor?
I'm afraid we're quite poor, and it does cost 25 gold pieces.
Does it?
Yes.
Not worth it. Let's plow on. Murder the goat if we see it.
Make friends with the goat if we see it. Got it.
Absolutely. We'll try that first.
Unless he
Pit the
attacks,
giant.
in which case. Wait, what?
Pit the giant eagle against the giant goat the moment we see them.
I'd
That
pay
is
to
a-
see that.
Brilliant idea, Bill.
I bet they're in cahoots though. Being up here. We'll be spotted by the bird. He'll call the goat.
Shannon, the one thing I've forgotten to ask was how many did your skeletons come up? Were they all tied? We've kind of forgotten about the two.
They're tied.
Okay, and did you end up
There's
using
two, and they're carrying one dead one.
All right, let's because I've given maybe two. What are the ones that are remaining?
Oh.
Just because I've got some tokens here and we need to tidy things up.
Oh, I'll have to look up their names and.
All right, as you make your way through this area, the snowfall does start to thicken up and really starts impeding your vision a little more, similarly to while you were making your way across the perilous edge of the cliff earlier. Up ahead, there's a small there's like two rocks silhouetted in the snow. You can just make out these two rocks with a fallen tree across the two of them. And on the left one, in your vision, looks to be a mound of what looks like just a shape of maybe a large lumpy rock.
Oh, that's a lumpy rock.
Would that stand out to us in this icy tundra?
It's just the silhouette of what's in front of you is basically like a large couple of rocks, one on each side, a tree across the top, and the one on the left has extra rocks, or what is like a form of rocks on top of it.
Right.
Okay.
Does anything stand out as odd about that mound of rocks? Is it moving at all?
From where you guys are at the moment, it just looks like rocks. It is just silhouette.
Plain
It
old
is just
rock.
silhouetted. It's just a shape. It's like a dark
There's
silhouette against the white
There's no
snow.
reason to suspect anything, and Bill continues forward.
Whoa, Bill. This looks like a classic trap. We've seen people's feet on the path. We know that people are up here, and they probably don't take kindly to strangers. So please, go right ahead.
Wait.
And
I
I'll
do.
watch. You get crushed by those rocks.
Right, okay.
Well, you are all still tied together, so if
Oh,
not,
damn it. Just be wary, okay? Can I see if there's any people or any traces of?
no, there
Anyone
doesn't
spying
seem
on
to
us?
be any. Well, give me an investigation roll.
Okay. I've just grown to be wary around this. Well, in Barovia, 19 plus 9, 28.
Yeah, it's fair to be pretty suspicious of anything in Barovia at this point. The snow is blinding. There's just like so much snow whipping around you at this point. Big, heavy chunks of it are now falling down off the rocks above you and falling from the trees as it accumulates. And you're looking through, looking for any sign of people. There's no sign of footprints anywhere on the snow around you, but you've noticed that even where you're standing, it's slowly accumulating higher and higher on your feet as you stand there looking. You with a roll of a 27 and looking around as hard as you're looking, you do notice that there is just a little bit of movement to those rocks on top of the rocks in front of you.
There's definitely something up there that is alive.
What?
Near the rocks. I saw something just moving a little bit. Is there any way around that doesn't involve going under those precariously placed rocks and tree?
At this point of Tsolenska Pass, the only way would be to climb a sheer cliff on one side, or climb down a sheer cliff on your other. And in the current weather, that wouldn't be the easiest. The only way to forward would be forward.
Casimir. I don't know, maybe I'm being suspicious, but there's definitely, I think there's someone up there, or something.
And Casimir
Like goat.
Casimir sort of squints against the snow and tries to get a look, and just says, "Just looks, it's just a shape, Baron."
Definitely a shape.
Well, I believe you, Brian.
If you thought about,
I'm not taking any risks.
yeah,
Why don't we try and... Has anyone got any spell that could make us invisible for this dangerous passing?
I was thinking...
Casimir has got fly.
Oh, well, he
What do you think?
can only make one of us fly, right?
He could fly up and have a look.
What do you want? What are you wanting me to check out?
Well, you said
This
I could do
obvious
it.
trick.
I think Molly's got dibs, Molly's got dibs on flight.
We can absolutely, Morley, absolutely. If,
Oh, no. It seems dangerous. I know I was full of the big talk earlier, but in these conditions, I'll probably leave it to yourself, and I wouldn't do it justice.
Why don't I just thorn whip the rocks down, see if they'll collapse, and then they won't fall on us, they'll just fall where they are.
What
Okay.
if it's not rocks? What if it's not rocks, though, American? What if it's your man, Sangzor?
Sangzor.
Song.
Oh, well then,
Sangzor.
that'll
Sangzor.
teach... Sangzor?
Sangzor. So, and if you thorn whip him, you may enrage him.
Well, I don't know. How would it? He was disguising himself as rocks.
How close do you need to be to something to thorn whip it?
The range is... Ooh, it's actually quite close. I thought it was longer than that. It's only 30 feet. Most of my spells have a longer range, but I guess because this is a whip, it's quite a short range.
Okay, how about this? I levitated.
Okay. Okay. What are the rules behind levitate?
Up to 60 feet away. Are we within 60 feet of this thing?
No. Have you got the map there? Have you got the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what can I get within 60 feet? I mean, before it being directly under it.
Oh yeah, I mean these are the rocks I'm talking about with the. Let me just ping that. These are the rocks I'm talking about with the trunk across the top. And so at the moment, you guys are good 80 feet away, so you could definitely get within 60 feet for sure.
Do it, Brian.
Or closer if you wanted to. How close would you like to get from this shape?
Well, I think there's also height involved, so I have to get maybe, let's say, 40 feet.
So you're wanting to move about 40 feet away from this rock. Now, you're all tied together, by the way, so wherever Baron goes, you all must follow.
Okay, I can lift up to 500 pounds.
Just do it, Brian. If it's an ambush, I will take them out. I swear, I'm not messing around.
Okay, so I'm going to lift the log and sort of get it to push the other rocks off if they're loose.
Right, so you just lifting up that log from the top of the two rocks, and you're just trying to knock it into the shape of the rocks.
Slow swivel. I'm going to be like, I have to try and light up my cigarette out in this inhospitable area. I'll just light it under my shirt, and then I'll kind of try and push it with my mind.
Okay.
Do transmutation. No, not transmutation. Levitate. It's a transmutation spell.
Right. Okay, cool. All right, so all of you slowly sort of move forward to get to the point where Baron can do his spell. And it's at this point you're seeing from those rocks, or that shape, that silhouette atop the pedestal of rock, you're seeing a bit of steam just out from it, just sort of rhythmically pushing a little bit of the snow away from it, almost like that shape is breathing and pushing the air away from it.
That's something's breathing. Did you say the rock or something is breathing?
The shape on top of that rock.
Someone yell out to it.
What?
No, Baron.
Well, I'm
It's
just
your
going
mind,
to.
man.
What? Well, I'm just going to try and knock this
Yeah.
rock off so that we can't be crushed by it. That's all.
Get your rocks off.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to get
So describe what you do with this trunk.
All right, I lift it up like this. Well, lift it. Come on. I can lift up to 500 pounds, which I'm assuming is a lot.
Yeah,
And then I got to.
It's about 220 kilos.
I'm going to twist it around, just spin it, and see if I can knock some rocks off. And if it does, then I'll just throw this log off the side of the mountain.
So you pick it up, you pick it up, and like a bunch of snow falls off this trunk, and you start spinning it around, and it's just it's knocking bits of snow off the top of each of these pedestals that it was originally sitting on top of, and with one of the whacks, it just spins, and an edge of it just crashes into the silhouette, and the edge of this trunk just splinters. But the silhouette doesn't move, it doesn't get knocked off or anything like that, and it just slowly, with very purposeful movement, gets into a standing position. And you can see now that this shape that you hit has 4 legs, and the silhouette of these enormous horns coming out in the front of it, and you can see this burst of steam like puff out from its from what must be its face and nose. And this creature, this goat, must be standing a good 15 feet in height.
So
I knew it. It's bloody. Oh God! It's
Sangzor.
Sangzor. It's
You called
the
it,
very
Molly.
same.
And just with a booming, I'm not going to do this justice, but with a booming sound, it just lets out a ah.
Oh, he sounds adorable. Let's go pet him.
Sure he doesn't make friends.
Oh, I hope you keep doing. I love the noises goats make. I hope you keep doing them.
Forever.
Now, it may sound comical, but this is it's enormous. It's easily 15 feet tall. Its horns are gnarled and
goat.
twisted above its head, and it is just standing like solidly on top of that rock, staring directly at you. Its entire body facing you, looking right in your direction.
Do not panic. Do not panic. I'm a druid. I have a natural inclination to speak with such creatures. I'm sure he's friend, not foe. I hope.
Tell us, American. I mean, tell him we're friends.
Okay,
We mean no harm.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Of course. I feel like I need like a little animation for that one. I think it gets used enough.
It doesn't get used that often. I'm sure this is gonna go great. I'm sure he's a friendly type goat, I'm gonna say. Do you want me to read the spell?
Look friendly, American.
I mean, he just said bar. I mean, that might have been like, hello. Okay.
You never know.
Hello. 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 Is this your mountain?
The rest of you all just hear an ah coming from Sangzor, but American quite clearly hears Sangzor speaking to her. Get off my mountain!
Oh, okay, so he's not that friendly, as it turns out. He's not that friendly. Who would have thought?
What? Ask him what he likes. Ask him what he wants.
What do you like?
Maybe we can give him something he wants.
Just to get past.
Oh,
Can we pay
yes.
like a toll of carrots or something? We don't have any carrots. Don't mention the carrots.
A tin can.
A tin can.
Goat's always eating those.
Oh, great Sangzor, we do not come to harm you. We pay respect to your mountain. We do not wish you harm, and we do not wish you to harm us. How can we appease your anger?
And again, just Sangzor cries out with an ah! American hearing the blood-curdling words of "You can pay with a soul."
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Does anyone
Not
have
too
soul?
good. I think he wants to kill us or something, so that's not great.
Bill is good at soul music. Could that?
Oh,
And he raises one hoof off the ground, maybe 4 to 5 foot, and just like slams it down into the rock in front of him, carving a small chunk of that rock away from where he is standing.
not
Right,
good.
let's kill him.
Oh, what's got you so upset today? Are you just a little bit hangry, maybe?
Hungry for the souls of you all.
Okay.
Right.
No, he does actually want to kill us all. He doesn't seem that amenable to just living and let live. So,
What if we play a game?
yeah.
I'll challenge Sangzor, and the winner will get to have their. If he wins, he can eat me. If I win, we can all go past. I haven't thought of the game yet.
He'll eat
I
your
want it to be
soul.
one that's heavily stacked in my.
Yeah, like one that uses opposable thumbs or something. Pick
Yeah.
one of those.
You have to hold cards.
This is like Bill and Ted like bargaining with the devil.
I challenge. Tell him I challenge him to a fiddle contest.
Yes. He seems the type.
I'm a little bit taken aback by his rudeness, if I'm honest. I'm not really sure what to do. Where I come from, you don't simply tell other people you want their souls. I think it's rather rude. And frankly, I'll take your soul, you frickin' prick.
Okay,
Going horrible.
them like you are like American is just like to the Sangzor, just mouthing off, just absolutely mouthing off at Sangzor, and Sangzor like straightens up, almost offended by the whatever it is that American is slamming into Sangzor, and he
With me.
lowers his head. He lowers his head, and we are going to need everybody to roll.
What about the game? The challenge?
American did not want a game.
I was sick of his attitude,
Oh,
frankly.
I had such a good one prepared.
Did you?
Yeah, I was gonna say to Sangzor, whoever can shift the most rock off the cliff in one go wins. And then when he had his go, we should hit him with everything we've got and send him tumbling to his death.
I mean, that would have been amazing.
Okay,
That
so
would have
I
been
actually
amazing.
thought you were joking when you said challenge him to a game. I didn't realise you were serious.
Oh,
Or did you think I meant half court?
I don't know what that means.
Another great sporting reference for all of the years of this.
I love sports.
You've got to stop saying things that are about
Oh,
sport.
come on. Everyone knows what half court is, surely.
I couldn't tell you. Something to do with tennis?
Basketball, half court basketball. I honestly cannot believe that no one knows what that is. Fuck's sake.
Tennis would be good.
Oh, it's
though.
a net
Yeah.
one in the turn order as well. That's
Oh boy.
It was almost pie.
Oh, now I feel bad for not challenging him to a game. Would he have accepted DM?
I would
Now
have.
we'll never know.
I would have. It would have been a persuasion roll. It would have been a
Oh
persuasion.
god,
roll.
I have a -1 charisma, so it's like. Oh.
But I was.
I have an
I
incredible.
I was
still should
getting
have
excited.
tried it.
I was-
Oh no! Now I feel like I've ruined it for everyone. Redo. I don't sass out Sangzor. I ask him. Oh damn it!
Well, let's. We can put it to a vote if we want to just quickly rewind before American absolutely
No, I
mouthing
think-
off.
I think American was mouthing off. I think that's in character.
Look, there's always
Someone
an opportunity. There's always an opportunity during initiative to try and calm Sangzor
That's true.
up and see if he's up for a game of rock
true.
breaking.
And Bill has rolled first in initiative. Well, second.
Has everyone rolled?
Maybe Sangzor's going to ask us. He might ask us if he's probably going to want to
What
play
kind
a
of game do you like?
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, half court.
Tennis.
He'll be like, I don't know what that is, and your sporting reference has just enraged me further.
No, he'll just produce his tennis racket and go, "You're on."
My specialty.
So at the top of the turn order is American.
I am? Okay. I'm going to say,
I challenge you to a
but...
Oh, wait.
But... Morley here has suggested...
game. Let's forget it. Honestly,
Forget that I said you were a prick. What if we
Forget the
play a game?
It may have to be someone else. Then you literally have just slagged him off. I mean, we could. You know what? You could give me a persuasion, but it would be with disadvantage.
Okay, so that sounds great for someone with -1 persuasion.
And
So
it
let's
would-
do that.
And it would be your action for your turn.
I rolled pretty well. I rolled an 18 -1.
But disadvantage. So
Oh, sorry,
14
at disadvantage, 15 -1 for 14.
-1. Look, it was going to be a hard roll. I was in my head. I was mentally thinking DC 15. So I'm going to unfortunately go with that for this turn. Sangzor ignores your plea, your abrupt backtrack, and he is just staring you down.
Well, now I feel like a bitch.
It's him. He's the prick. He won't listen to reason. He is a prick. You were right, American. You
He
fucking
did say he
goat.
wants a soul, though, didn't he, American? Does anyone have one?
He then upgraded it to just all our souls in general,
All of them.
to be honest.
Wait, we could feed the revenants to him. We can give him 2 souls for the price of 1.
Yes,
I
that'd
think
be
their
following.
shtick is that they actually have no souls. I think that's why they're revenants.
No,
I think-
their souls have come back to inhabit the dead.
If you
Well, we'll
give
just
us
wait till they come.
2.5 hours, we can give you 2 souls.
Anything
price
else,
of 1.
American?
I look mad and run for cover.
Okay, you can definitely.
Oh wait, I don't run for cover. Where I don't do anything because I've used my action on persuading.
Oh, you can still move
And yeah, but I can't move when I'm tied to everyone.
though. That is a really good point. You can. I would.
Okay, actually. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No. You go.
I can, as a bonus action, wrap myself in the winds of the ethereal plane and misty step.
Oh,
Away.
where are you going to misty step to?
Ride Sangzor. You've got to.
I'm on his back. He can't get me there. Exactly right.
Hold his horns.
Yes, that's a good point.
But then I'm riding like a bucking bronco type situation. That's
Ride him
not-
off the cliff.
Have you ever been to Dakota? I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Can I teleport up to the highest point of the cliff that I can see? Like there? He's not on the cliff, right? He's
Yeah, you can definitely get to that. That is maybe like 10 feet up above for everybody else at this point. Basically on an even sort of eye level as Sangzor at this point. Well, as the level he's standing on.
Oh, great. Can I teleport into this bush also?
Yes, you can. It's
Being a druid, I just love being in a bush. So
Okay.
it works for me.
yeah. Give me a just a stealth roll to see how well you're sort of hidden in that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You just like
Save roll. Ooh, net 20 plus 3.
so you all hear American speaking in goat to Sangzor. Pause. Just wrap this mist around her and poof, just she's gone. And her section of rope just drops to the ground.
Can I, as I'm disappearing into the mist, just shout, "He's pissed and he's going to try and kill us!"
Yeah, she shouts that, just disappears. You guys have no idea at this point where she is, but neither does Sangzor.
And then
Right.
there's a little person in the bushes up there like, huh?
Yeah, but you're so well stealthed at this moment. Okay. Anything else, American, before we move on to Sangzor?
I think I've done enough.
Yeah, Sangzor is actually quite confused by that. He's looking down.
Fucker.
He seems to be intent on looking for you, American. So I'm going to give him a perception roll to see if he beats your stealth roll. He has rolled a 16 total. He does not beat. So that was his turn. That's his action. So you've confused him. He is on the lookout for you. He cannot find you through the blustery snow. Bill, over to you. There's a bit of slack on the rope now as you notice American disappeared from in front of you.
Okay. Bill's gonna walk forward with that slack in the rope, with his hands up, and to say, "I feel like we've gotten off on the wrong hoof. Can we just talk this out?"
And Sangzor
Maybe-
goes from like scanning the scenery just to locking its eyes directly on you as you step forward.
I was gonna say, perhaps you could help us up the mountain, and we could help you in return. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay.
Now, do they have to understand what you're saying for that to work?
I did just read it, and there was nothing about them having to understand it, but DM's rule.
Can you just either chuck it into the chat or read out suggestion? Oh, here we go.
So I suggest a course of activity. The course I'm choosing is that Sangzor helps us. If he can't be charmed, he's immune to it.
It does say that it's got to be within range and that can hear and understand you.
Oh, I missed that. Come on, sentient goat.
I will give you the opportunity now, since you didn't read that, to not cast that if you want to. You have no idea whether or not this goat can understand you, but you do know that Mirakin has spoken to it in its tongue, basically. So with that knowledge, you can take back that, or you can give it a try.
I think I can give it a try.
Okay.
Given that this goat is very old, hundreds of years old, has probably come across a lot of adventurers, and maybe picked up a thing or two. I'm going to use the simplest words I can.
Okay.
You help us up the mountain.
Right. It stares at you without any idea of what it is that you're saying. This is just a goat. It doesn't understand common.
Just a big goat that
Just
wants
a
souls.
big, evil goat that doesn't understand
big
common.
Soul-eating goat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else from Bill?
Nope.
Okay. Casimir is going to look back to the Baron, and Morley and Bill, and says, "Are we here to kill this thing? Because I'm ready to go if you guys are."
Wait, Casimir. I've got one plan before we maybe launch an all-out assault. Just maybe you, being a bit of a guardian of these lands, try and negotiate with it as well. If all our negotiations fail, we'll change tack and go hard.
I'm just worried that without Mirakin's ability to speak to this creature, I don't think we're going to get far.
Oh, don't worry, I've got a plan, Casimir. Trust me.
So he's
You've got a...
He's just going to delay his turn. He wants to. He sort of puts his hands back, takes a step back, and says, "Let's see what you've got, Morley." Baron, it is the Baron's turn.
Well, I've just heard about this plan. You've got a plan?
Yep.
Okay, well, can I go after Morley?
Yes, Baron. You'll know what I'm doing when I do it, but you might need to blast some rock away if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean at all?
Blasting rock? Is that like a half court? No. Okay, you just go. I'll try and figure it out as you do it.
Yeah, all right. So Baron will delay your turn as well. So we're going to go Morley, then the Baron, then Casimir. So Morley, over to you.
All right. Molly's going to cast Phantasmal Force. And what I'm going to use this for is to create an exact replica of Mirakin right on the cliff's edge with a flaming ball in her hand going like a mocking goat sound. And then I'm going to yell out, "There she is! Get her!"
So it's an intelligence save. Okay, I've placed it on kind of this rock over here. Is that a good place for it? Is that kind of where you would want to see another version of Mirakin appear?
I'm just trying to move my Roll20 around. Where are you? Oh, no, more. Well, that's quite high up.
Yeah.
So yes, that's perfect.
Okay, good.
That's absolutely perfect, my friend.
Okay, so we're going to do an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's only perceptible to the target.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Sangzor having sort of been looking at Bill, sees something appear over to its right and sees what it considers to be the one that was speaking to him earlier. So he's failed the roll. And in that mocking tone, basically it's just absolute garbage, like, because you don't know how to speak goat. So it's just this weird facsimile of like syllables to this goat. And there's just absolute fury in that mocking tone that it ends up aiming towards that facsimile of American. So it is seeing American at this point.
All right. Baron, when he charges, blow the rock away from under him using whatever you've got.
I don't know if I can blow the rock away. Do you mean like push him off?
You do what you gotta do, man.
Okay. Shit.
But basically, the plan is, out of character, that Sangzor will see this image and go hurtling towards American, and obviously there won't be American there. And then when he's right at the edge, we'll just either give him some sort of magical shove or blow the rock out from under his feet, and he'll fall to his death.
Right. Okay.
Anyone is free to act upon that.
Casimir looks at you and says, I think I've got something.
You've got something, Casimir. Okay, you go, Casimir, because you.
Why don't we? Have you got nothing that you can put into this? I can't guarantee mine's going to work.
You got nothing to put into this.
Ain't got nothing for us.
I think it would look pretty cool if we both did something like the two wizards doing something cool.
No,
together.
you're right. Yeah. I can shoot him with ice knife in the back or fireball.
All right.
I think.
And Casimir nods. Oh, have you, oh, that's right. You've got fireball. And he's like, yeah. I've got fireball as well, Baron.
Double fireballs.
Let's do this.
What if he double fireballed like his legs underneath him, so all that snow and ice is just going to melt out in a flash, and he'll get injured as well and fall to his doom.
All right.
Anyway, that's assuming he charges at the Spectre American. Making a lot of assumptions here, but it's plan number one.
Okay, so Casimir's going to hold off his move until he sees Sangzor charge. He doesn't know, like, you've explained that you've made a facsimile of American, because only Sangzor can see it at this point. Okay, cool.
Well, I've said when he charges, which I think he will.
Yeah,
so I'm
gotcha.
asking for a little bit of faith from these guys.
And the
blow out
DM,
his-
who's not going to be
blow
at the
out his
game and just go,
legs.
he stands there.
He's like, oh, that's a nice grizzly spectre you've done. He charges at you.
Okay, we're back to American then at the top of the order, hiding in a
Well,
bush.
this is unfortunate because I wouldn't have heard any of that.
No. So what you've seen, I'll explain it for you then a little bit. What American has seen from that bush is Bill moving forward, trying to cast a spell, just seeing Sangzor getting more infuriated, and suddenly Sangzor is just locked on to a point over near the edge of the cliff on this rocky sort of outcrop. And he's staring it down, and he's like snorting out big puffs of steam, and he's scratching his hoof into the rock that he's standing on, just scraping layers of rock off with each thing. He's clearly agitated at something, and you know that it's possible. I think you've put together clearly someone in your team has done something.
Okay. So I'd probably think like, oh, someone's befuddled him. Some kind of illusion magic maybe. I'll train my short bow on him, but I'll hold off to see what happens next. And I'll just prepare that as an action.
Okay.
Because I don't want to ruin the bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I would like to say ahead of time, I would request advantage because I'm up high, but I don't want to assume.
At the moment, you're on the same level as Sangzor. So
Damn.
It wouldn't be until
Okay.
he drops down that would be...
Okay, so
kind of-
if he drops down, will I get advantage?
Yeah, it depends when you want to hit him. If you want
Yeah,
to...
so I'm prepping it to see what happens next. I'm hoping that he charges at something that's not real and gets disoriented and...
So what would be
But I
your
don't-
trigger for firing that arrow?
I don't know.
It's okay. I think you could hold your You could hold your fire until you saw the party in danger. I don't think you need to be like in on this plan. I don't think one arrow is gonna like be the thing that tips it over the edge of like 2 fireballs hitting this guy. And an arrow. Oh, and an arrow. Yeah, he falls to his death.
Yeah. So you tell me what you're
I'll
waiting
just-
for to let go, and we'll make sure that plays out. Should it happen?
Wait until he charges, and if he starts stumbling or looking like, I'll take
Okay.
the shot if he looks like he's getting wasted.
Okay, cool.
Take the shot.
It is Sangzor's turn, and he is clearly agitated at the facsimile of Mirakin that it can see. And in one giant leap, it lands down into the snow, maybe only 15 meters from Bill. You all feel that weight of it landing, and chunks of snow above you start loosening and falling down the cliff and picking up speed and rolling and crashing down into the snow in front of you. And it lowers its head and just charges through these trees and leaps up with the idea of landing sort of on top of this facsimile with its horns passing through nothing. And at that moment, Casimir points, and a spark of fire arcs through the sky. Baron, you're doing the same as well?
Yes, we dual fireball. Both of our hands point out together.
Can I
The Blues
Fire,
Brothers.
Mirakin, you're seeing this.
Big old boy.
At any point, you can let fly if you want to as well.
No, I'm waiting. There's clearly something that they've done, and I'm going to wait to see what plays out.
Casimir launches out a level 5 fireball.
Oh, show now. A level 4 Casimir.
Yeah, he's got a small, he's got a grin. He's got a bit of a smirk on his face.
I've only done a level 3.
This is bigger than yours, huh?
Showing me up. Embarrassing.
The Sangzor
Drink it
has
up in the
not.
cold.
Sangzor has not saved against that. He was rolling at disadvantage due to not expecting it, not even seeing it take place. Do you want to roll yours as well?
Sure. He has to do a dex save of 17 for me.
Oh dang! And that's going to be at
Level 3, 8d6.
disadvantage as well. He rolls. He doesn't see either of them, and he lands. And while normally Sangzor would be pretty strong on his feet, he has just gone through something that he thought was there that isn't there. These fireballs just splash against him. 21 damage from Casimir, 27 damage from the Baron, and it's enough to basically knock him down off his feet. So
Off the cliff.
we're gonna do a dex saving throw here. And we're going to do it. Oh man, he rolled a 1. No lie. He rolled a.
Catastrophic.
Yeah. He tries so hard, like he's trying to plant each hoof, just breaking further chunks off this rock that he's now on, and the whole side of him is just lit up with flames. All of his fur, the snow melting off it and burning. He's like this. He's basically just a fiery silhouette against the blizzard in front of him, and you can see this thunderous stomps just of his hooves on rock as he slowly loses his footing and tumbles down the side of the cliff.
I'm going to high five Casimir.
And there's some celebrating going on. I think this is like a serious. Oh yeah, Casimir's like he's handing out like high fives, like they're like he's got.
And I pointed at Morley. Well, that was a cunning trick.
That was
flip my hand and make the phantasmal illusion go away. No one could see that, but what I did was, and then I'm going to launch into like an overly wordy expression. And I made it look exactly like Mirakin, right? Exactly like her. And she was looking all mean and nasty. And he would have seen that. And you see him go right now. And he runs over there, Nick, didn't he? He runs over there, didn't he, Bill? And he runs over there. And you see him. I had no idea.
That was brilliant. Morley, well done. You do have your wits about you.
American, you sort of just you don't.
I'm just in the bush, like,
yeah.
what's going on?
So yeah, you saw that play out exactly as described. The Sangzor is no more. The last thing you heard was like Sangzor screaming out. All of you just heard Sangzor. But American it was just a very clear "fuck you" as he stumbles down.
Last words.
So scared. I'm like, I'm ready to start the battle. Never mind.
Worst goat ever.
And we'll take a break.
Deep
Oh,
is
man.
that cliff? How far is that cliff? Hundreds of meters?
Enough to
Thousands
kill anything that is going to fall down it. That's for sure.
I like to
really?
imagine he landed on like a stalagmite and it just impaled him right up through his guts.
Okay, that's
And
that's
then I
now
run down
canon.
and grab the guts and rub it all over me.
And then a single arrow thwips down and like, got him. You're welcome.
I was on 1 HP until that arrow.
Oh man, I misty stepped for nothing. God damn it.
What? That was
Well,
great.
yeah.
Perfect. It was the only thing that allowed the illusion to
Yeah.
actually work.
If you hadn't,
Actually, good point.
if you hadn't a misty stepped because he was right after you, his turn was right after yours. You guys would have started taking a lot of damage, to be honest. So,
Oh, good point. We were all locked together. That's right.
yeah.
Also, if you hadn't have pissed him off, American,
Yeah.
then he wouldn't have been charging at you and then off a cliff.
I feel like that was some good DMing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
You made it clear that he wasn't like gonna try and be our friend and like negotiate, and then it was just like fun.
What about
I also
Sangzor?
felt-
Do you like Sangzor?
And oh, sorry, I forgot the mandatory guilt trip. Like he was just a goat. Oh my god, you guys are such
What about-
monsters. How could you do this? He had a
doesn't-
family. His goat wife comes along. Where?
Oh,
That's really good joke.
It's
so
That's
okay.
a
No,
good joke.
I didn't have Sangzor's wife ready to go. Not at all. I'll just make some quick changes.
3 autistic children that appear in Dragon's Den.
So, American, you're our timekeeper for this because our last 5-minute
yeah,
break
we've made
was
a
like
new rule.
yeah.
30 minutes. So, what's the new rule?
I'm
Take us
having
through
a drink.
Okay, cool. So, is it 5 minutes? Is it
It's
15?
It's 15. It's 15. That's the absolute max. We're free to end any time before that.
So, it's the Getting Dicey 15-minute mid-game break.
very concise.
Very catchy. It's
If it's
catchy.
ages though, really, there's plenty of time.
Yeah, 15 is
We'll call
more
it-
than enough time.
Getting 15.
Getting 15. Joe and I were talking about the possibility of like putting other things on the Getting Dicey Twitch if we ever wanted to. So if you guys wanted to do an art stream, it could be called Getting Arty or something like that. If I ever decided to stream Star Citizen, because I will be playing a lot of it soon, being like Getting Spacey or something. Just basically just allowing us to put a few more things onto Twitch when needed.
Or you could reverse it and say Spacey Dicey,
Spacey Dicey.
Arty Dicey.
Arty Day? That would be reversing it. That would be.
Yeah.
M. Burness
Terrible idea,
says,
obviously.
"Going to bed. Have a good rest of your stream. We will." And but I don't know if you know this, M. Burness, but you were gifted a subscription yesterday as well, I believe. So enjoy your subscription. Thanks to Random Origins. And M. Burness is one of the players, I believe, from Passive Perception, which is a D&D stream. So definitely check out Passive Perception when you get a chance. Waffle says he'd watch more Getting Streamy, which is good. Garman Dude says Getting Spacey sounds like some vigilante action against a certain Kevin, which, yeah. I said getting Spacey cancelled, but that's already happened. That's already...
Yeah.
That is like one of the few people that like got cancelled, but for good reason.
But
Did he
he's
get
back.
cancelled or
He's
just-
Oh
back.
no, sorry, he is back. His first returning role was as a sex offender, and I'm not even kidding. So
Okay. He's been typecast, you reckon?
yeah. So no, I guess he hasn't been cancelled. So maybe we can get on
Are you
that.
saying he's a method actor? All of it was.
He was just preparing for the role.
That is incredibly dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of this was just research for his next role. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Well, he put a fucking really long time into that role. That was like 30 years
role.
ago or something.
Yeah.
Where's Kaiser Soze? So
He is Kaiser so.
tricky.
Waffles is just giving us the regular reminder that we're all awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we like Waffles. He's one of our Dicey
Waffles is awesome.
Dicey VIPs. What are the elite dices? He's on both sides of my screen. It's very cool. He's a great supporter of what we do. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Would you say you're a waffle sandwich if he's on both sides of your screen?
I am the meat in a waffle sandwich right now.
Hold on.
Clip it.
Actually, a waffle sandwich does sound delicious.
That does sound
Minus
amazing.
the meat. No meat.
No meat. You wouldn't put meat. Oh, you'd put
You put
fried
bacon.
chicken.
Oh, I put
Fried
bacon,
chicken
you're
in a
right.
waffle
Fried chicken.
sandwich.
Okay, I stand corrected. I was thinking like, when I think of meat sandwich, I think in ham or something. But fried chicken and bacon, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say that hopefully by this time next week, man, fingers crossed, we'll have the trading card system ready to go. I believe we're just waiting on Twitch to do the review for it. We've given them some times where we'll be live. We're just going to be running some reruns so they can jump in and accrue some channel points so they can actually test it properly. So hopefully that can happen this week and that we can go live with the cards next week. Man, fingers crossed. I really, really want to. I'm excited to get that done. And knowing our luck, it'll be ready to go just as we go on our end of year break. So we'll see.
I'm looking forward to Random being offered a job by Twitch to manage and maintain the card system
Yeah.
for them.
I hope so. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Just Random. Don't forget whose idea was it? No, you've put all the work in, mate. You've done amazing. You and with Shannon's art, absolutely amazing system. I really, really, really can't wait. Waffles has given us a question for the week, which is any Christmas plans? What are the Christmas plans? Do you mean in regards to the stream, or just what are we all individually are we going to be up to? Because we've got stream plans. Joe, do you want to talk about the stream plans?
Prepping Call of Cthulhu one shot, which will be a little longer than our normal sessions,
Yeah.
and hopefully terrify you beyond belief.
All right. I do get scared easily by Call of Cthulhu for some weird reason. The imagery sticks with me for nights, which is good.
After I read the module, I lay awake thinking about ways to make it scarier, and I was like, "Oh, that's so scary! I can't get to sleep now."
It must be scary. That's fantastic. That's awesome. That's a good sign. So we won't be doing that on the normal Monday night. We'll be doing that either on the Saturday or something. I think we've picked one of the days of the weekend, early December, I believe.
It's gonna be on the 10th or 11th of December, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Let me just check.
And it's going to be, as always with our Christmas specials, it'll be a little bit longer than our usual sessions, which is going to be great. And I don't know, is everyone keen? I know, John, sometimes anything that isn't a Monday night becomes a little bit harder for you. So will you be joining us this Christmas special?
Should be fine. Whenever we've got a date, I'll just work out if I have anything else.
Did we have a date then, Joe? Did we lock it down? Was it the 10th or 11th?
We just had 10th or 11th, and I was going to see what suited everyone best.
Okay, cool. So that weekend, sometime that weekend, we'll put away.
Sorry, 11th or 12th.
11th or 12th.
I reckon that'd be good.
Okay.
Thanks for organising, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And it's you're augmenting a little bit of a module that is loved, I think. Isn't that right? People sort of.
Yeah, I was looking up good one shots, and everyone was recommending this one as a classic.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool. The other thing that we need to get done sometime tonight during the session is obviously Needle has been triggered once more, so we need to see what's going to happen with that. I've got something in mind. Something in mind. Could be pretty interesting, I think. Okay, well, while we're waiting for...
Needle was in tears last time we saw him, wasn't he?
The last time, he wasn't even there. It was just the wheel spinning ominously in the church.
Oh, the time before that he was in tears.
He was.
Was it like a single tear, like the Native American in the trash?
It was exactly like that, yeah. And he said, what did he say? He didn't want to go back. He was, his smile disappeared, a single tear rolled down his face, and he said he didn't want to go back.
So we decided he didn't want to go back to his wife and kids.
Yeah.
Is that what
Or was it, take me back to the rainbow? That rainbow
kind of magic.
Yeah.
I sometimes sing that jingle to Reagan sometimes.
She does.
Cool. I went there last Christmas.
Is it good? Is it still good? Because people give it hell, but I love it.
Do they give it hell?
What?
I know people, like, it's usually people that are like, the theme parks on the Gold Coast are way better. I'm like, but this is New Zealand's only theme park. What do you want from it?
Yeah.
No,
It's better
I'm
than
in the camp
football
of
play.
it does suck.
Oh, what?
But we're talking about Rainbow's End.
Yeah.
Rainbow's End, it's good.
It sucks. It sucks.
They got rid of the pirate ship, didn't they?
They did.
They what?
They got rid of the pirate ship.
I remember that
was
being,
day one.
as a kid, I thought it was so unsafe and so dangerous. It freaked me out every
Still
single
thought
time.
It was dangerous.
Has it got like, you just sit down. There's nothing that buckles you
It's
in.
got a bar that goes in front of you.
I swear in the 80s, there wasn't even that bar. I swear to God, there was no bar in the 80s.
And Adam was disgusted that people were enjoying themselves. Well,
Classic Adam. Hates to see others happy.
I tell you what, if you go went with a 13-year-old kid, that's how to enjoy it. If you're just a fucking 40-year-old man walking around going, seen better.
I'm not saying I would go there now and be disappointed in it and be like, how come this isn't for me? I'm telling you, I was about 13 when I went for the first time, and it sucked.
I'm sorry. Have you been on the Motion Master?
Now that sucks.
Come on, to a 13-year-old. Come on.
I haven't been on the Motion Master because, as I've said, when I went, most of the rides were shut.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
morning.
that's right.
My dad took me there on the way to work.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
This is why you
Story.
didn't.
That's what this is. It's reaching your core of your soul.
You need to go back to heal. I think you need to go back.
Some therapy and Rainbow.
I do remember thinking at the time. I'm not even trying to be silly or anything. That a lot of it looked run down and it looked crap.
Okay.
But how long ago was
this big
that?
fucking concrete dome that you just go in and look up, and they project shit on the roof.
That's not there anymore. I don't know.
Are they got rid of that as well?
No.
Don't tell
The
me
Motion
they got rid of the
Master
concrete
is
dome.
Motion Master has changed to like everyone's shooting at the screen.
Oh, what?
Well,
Yeah, so
No
you're
way.
playing a shooting game.
There was that awesome, just like the spaceship taking off, and it was all miniatures and flying and kicking you around and stuff
it's
and giving you
incredibly
whiplash.
Bad. Yeah, I went with my partner, which is amazing because she just can't stop giggling. Like that was one of the most intense things she go on. So that I was just laughing the whole time at how much she was giggling because you're going. It's got like 1990s computer graphics of a dinosaur or something like that. And I
don't think I've seen that one. I remember the space one. Where you're it's almost kind of like trying to be Star Wars, like flying through the, I don't know, Death Star.
I remember going through one, there was like a cave you were going through.
Sounds like they've got many.
The log flume.
Sounds amazing.
When No, the
flume.
Motion Master, there was a Motion Master that sent you through like some kind of cave or something. I remember going on that and like running to tell my friend how amazing it was. I was like, it's incredible.
Thank you.
You have to go and see the Motion Master. And she came and saw it with me and she was like, it was okay. And I was like, it was 3D.
Yeah.
That's 3D.
Lap Kiwi reminded me of the name of the space one, Alpha One Cowboy. I told you that's totally the name of it.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Embarrassing. Sponsored by Pepsi. It was sponsored by Pepsi.
It was. I believe it was at the time. Yeah.
The Pepsi
Wonder
Motion
what I
Master.
saw.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't even get Pepsi at KFC anymore.
Okay, that's true. That's true. A bit of a segue,
Wait.
but yeah.
We have 3 more minutes.
It's fallen.
3 more minutes to reminisce on things
Okay.
that 90% of our viewership will have no concept of.
I know,
And go.
but there are people in the chat that are just like this. It's great. So we've got let's have a look. Rainbow's End is
Now-
pretty shit. Oh, okay. Well,
Who says that?
Garman.
Adam's joined the
Yeah,
Twitch.
it is shit.
Now,
Spot on.
check out the stratosphere. Okay,
Just
that
in
is-
general.
Sphere or-
At Rainbow's End, it is fucking intense.
What is the stratosphere?
It's I can't even believe they've got it at Rainbow's End. It's this massive, sort of like a hammer thing. You sit in it in a big giant ring. It holds about 50 people or something, or 30 people, and you're all facing out and sitting in this thing. It spins while the fucking thing starts like a hammer. It's
Oh,
on the end of the
shit.
hammer, and then it goes upside down. It's massive. It's like,
How is that not impressing you, Adam? That is just like no.
you sit in a hammer.
Physics doesn't. I'm not excited.
Hammers are fun. Hammers
Never,
are cool.
beer.
never enjoyed
Yeah,
physics,
sorry.
have you, Adam? Just not one for physics.
Or no. What have physics ever done for me?
Larp Kiwi says there was a sequel to Alpha 1 Cowboy. Oh, man.
What was that called?
Alpha 2.
Alpha 1 Cowboy 2.
Alpha 2 count.
Alpha 2? Yeah, Alpha 2.
Alpha 1 Cowboys.
I like that
2
one.
Alpha 2 Cowboy.
Alpha Beta. No, Beta Cowboy.
Beta 2.
Beta Boy.
Beta 2 Cowboys.
Beta Max.
That places for betas, all right? Hey? You see what I'm saying?
Maximum.
There you go. Garman says the Fearfall as well. That was pretty good. That's the one
Yeah,
that
well,
it just goes up and then it just goes back down, but real fast. Goes
drop
up,
Like a lift.
Yeah.
up slow.
Cool. You want that
Down
out of the
fast.
Majestic Centre, mate.
Okay, yeah. You need to go back and heal. I believe that, Adam. I think we need to do a Getting Dicey. We need to do a road
maybe-
trip to Rainbow's End.
The Patreon can send you to Rainbow's End.
Yeah.
Yes, we get you and a cameraman, and we just do Adam's time at Rainbow's End. I just imagine him like in the middle of it crying, just Daddy, Daddy, why did you do this?
We'll take him there on the way to work. And we can stay there for a couple of minutes. And then we'll go, it's time to go.
It was pretty close to what it was like. He was in a white shirt and tie, I remember.
Oh.
He really enjoyed himself
what was-
in that.
What the heck? No.
And he
Not-
didn't do any of the rides with me because he didn't want to get sweaty or wet or
My
anything. He was
gosh.
going to work, so.
Did he also
No.
point at all of them and go, that one's not fun, that one's not fun, that one's not fun? Now you remember that?
Didn't need to.
It's like a look at these.
And that's time
That's
on
time?
Rainbow's End Trauma Hour.
Okay, great. All right, let's
Time to get back to Goat Simulator.
Yes.
okay, let's get the sounds back. And the cow on.
I didn't turn on bloody fucking Tsolenska.
You've been missing out on some great.
Was there some whooshing of wind?
Pushing,
There,
indeed.
there has been whooshing.
Yes, I've just triggered the whooshing of wind again. By the way, just before we go live, we just had another raid from Dork Tales. You guys raided me while I was doing my prep stream yesterday, but thank you again for giving us another raid. Now, I stopped in and said hi to you guys today as well, just to see what you were doing. These guys, I'm just going to stop the sounds for a second. These guys was doing a lot of charity streams over the last few days. I don't know. They had a goal of, from what I saw, $16,000, and they were at like $17,500 when I was in there earlier today. That they've made for.
Whoa.
I can't remember what the charity was, but it was for kids, I believe. They hit 17,752, so $18,000 for Extra Life.
That's it.
Wow.
For Extra Life, and they did
That's
it.
awesome.
And they did it over 3 days. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing for
lot.
doing that. It is a lot. It's a huge amount, and they're hugely fun to watch today as well. While I was there, so. It was something to do with Strahd as well. I think it was they were doing like a little one shot where they were working for Strahd.
Really?
Yeah, which was pretty cool. And the costumes and outfits they have, so good. So for everyone that is a Getting Dicey fan, you should absolutely check out Dork Tales. They're a lot of fun.
Can they put their link in the
Yeah.
like their donation link in the chat?
The donation link. Yes, definitely.
Please don't tell us.
Yeah, throw
Thank you.
that up into the chat for us, please. And we've had a few of their followers follow us as well. So thank you, Cal. Thank you, Chahista FX as well. So, and they've got the link up in the chat now as well. Petite Medic, Random Equinox, Private Multiverse. Thanks. You guys are just following us now. This is great. Thank you, Riggs. We're going to get into our session. We don't usually talk too much to the chat while we're playing because we're recording for the podcast at the same time. But thank you so much for, obviously, because they're doing a charity stream, not to make you guys freak out, but we do have a lot more viewers than we might normally have. Don't look at the chat; you'll freak out. It's fine. We'll just get back.
Did they see the thing with Zorax?
Zorax.
With Sangzor.
Sangzor.
Did they see that?
No, they just got in. They literally just came in just before. We got like, they missed Sangzor.
Do it again. Exactly. We'll
redo that whole session again.
Well, hopefully they didn't miss Rainbow's End chat.
I think they did. I think they've come in just ready for us to go live. So
Okay.
So and Achille Daniels, thank you so much for the follow. You guys and all of the Dork Tales crew are fantastic people. I actually linked them in our Discord a wee while ago because one of their players was playing with a Kiwi accent. I think I linked it to you guys. Anyway, it was very fun. So you guys have just seen Sangzor fall to his death off this part of Tsolenska Pass. Again, the wind and the snow building up immensely around you, freezing you to your very core, and would be doing a lot of damage if it wasn't for these lovely rug styled warm gear that you guys are wearing.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, I was momentarily forgetting about the bitter cold on the high of seeing Sangzor fall to his death. He didn't seem that bad, did he, really, in the end?
I'm going to be clambering down the rock face and I'll be like, Molly, no! He was extremely angry and he said he wanted all of our souls, okay?
Well, he's going to, it'll be plenty of souls where he's going. Hell.
Hell. He was a hell
Yeah.
goat.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We're the good
That's what I
guys.
said.
Okay?
Yeah, he was evil, man. But anyway, on with it. Onwards to the Amber Temple.
Yeah.
Is it just around the corner here?
I'm gonna I'm gonna slap Byram and Casimir and be like, that was quite incredible, I must admit.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. It's nice to have
Casimir.
like a team,
Morley's just like,
shoot.
You American, you wouldn't have seen, but I'll tell you later. I think you might have to reserve one more high five. That's all I'm saying.
oh, I'm out. I've run out. Don't have any more.
It's just as simple as that. You're out of them.
I throw myself.
Oh, it's too
straight
cold.
off after-
Cold hands.
I follow Sangzor down to my death.
So I guess the question is: Are you getting yourself tied back into the rope, American? Now that you've loosened yourself, or are you feeling that freedom a bit more?
I'm feeling the freedom, but are we walking along any crevasses or high up dangerous places?
Yeah,
Do we still need this rope? Are we still all about the rope team?
How high
I'm
is it?
Team rope.
Team rope? Okay, I'll tie myself back in.
Do you say how high are you guys at the moment? Is that what you?
Yeah, what's our attitude at the moment?
Um,
Well, it must be on the down.
you're definitely on the way down this part of the mountain at this point. And you can, in fact, you turn a corner from this gorge, and you can see through the snow and the sleet in front of you that there seems to be like maybe a small silhouette of a tower and what looks like a gatehouse. Only it seems like it's quite far off in the distance, but with the snow and the sleet, you think you'll be there in about 20 minutes of further trekking.
Well, that's good.
20 minutes.
from where you are to the not to the Amber Temple, but to what Casimir has said is the gatehouse, the guardhouse.
Oh, Casimir, didn't you say there were some golems there or something? Oh,
Yes, I was chased away from the gatehouses once by a couple of winged creatures.
winged? Oh.
Chased away.
But normally you get through fine.
No, just as a quick reminder, I haven't been through or past this point.
Oh, this is as far as you've been.
So what are we doing here again?
Why are we even here?
Let's go.
We killed a goat. Call it a day.
Isn't
Get
that
back down the
enough?
mountain.
Isn't that enough?
I think that was the journey. That was the prize we didn't know along the
So you've
way.
never been...
Oh my god!
Look, before we
Bum 'em out, man.
before we get to the guardhouse, effectively, what there is there's a portcullis that we need to pass through. It'll open. I have figured this out already. It'll open by itself just by getting near enough to it. On the other side of this portcullis. Normally, good point. Normally they're there to keep you up, but this one just opens. This one just opens up. And on the other side of the portcullis is a magical fire of, like curtain of green flame. Any attempt I had to get through it, I failed. And then another time I tried to climb up and over the portcullis, only to find that the statues atop the portcullis sprung to life, and I had to run for my life.
Oh dear.
What have you learned about the green flame?
It's quite hot. It is. Yep.
Have you studied it? Have you tried to find out if there's any what sort of magic it is?
The strangest thing was the closer I got, I found my magic not working. So I imagine whatever has created that magical flame has been protected in some way.
Like an anti-magic flame.
Sounds like
that
it.
does not
Sounds like it.
sound good.
So
Do you have
do you
have anything, Baron, to dispel magic?
What, dispelling?
I'm just asking some questions here, okay?
I don't know if I could dispel a dispel.
Well, no, that's the thing. My magic worked quite okay from a distance. It was only when I got close that my magic stopped. So,
No, I don't. I was hoping to learn counterspell, but I don't think even that would work.
no, I imagine it wouldn't.
You could teleport through.
We could.
We could fly over. Ooh,
Hang
though,
on a
but
minute. Why don't we just take that lake? Does it look like that lake down there? We could get across the lake somehow.
So that lake, the map doesn't do a very good job of showing this, but the lake looks to be hundreds of feet below where this guardhouse is.
And it's a bridge. It's at a bridge.
so how big was this wall of green flame?
It's not very big. It's just on the opposite side of the portcullis, so you can't pass through.
Well, I suppose we could just go over, like you say. And I mean, we've just killed a giant goat. Why not kill some golems?
Or winged beasts.
I don't know.
Maybe we should get down there and assess it from a closer range.
I think that's a
Pretty
good
cold
idea.
up here.
I feel like I'm not very wintry around now. No, I'm just going to say because I don't have my filters. I don't know. Like,
It makes the role playing a little harder, I guess.
the role playing is impossible.
No lag though.
yeah.
Real performance boost.
No car, though.
No car.
So this map is kind of rotated around a little bit. Like it looks like you're heading north here, but you're actually heading east. So it's kind of rotated 90 degrees for some reason. So the shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows ever narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply towards dark, rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog, and ahead through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone, lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. Casimir sort of points at it and goes, "See? See?"
Uh-huh.
On the
Green.
other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors.
Golden.
And I've got a little handout to show you of what this gatehouse looks like. And here we go.
Ooh, ah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's pretty ominous.
So we won't be going around the side.
There will be no way around this wall in front of
The
you.
sheer cliff.
It's either going to be...
I mean, no way. I
Oh,
mean,
true,
I
not
have
no
spider
way.
climb prepared at all times.
That's a good point.
However, that's not very helpful to a party, is it?
American, I'm just spitballing here. This could be a ridiculous idea, but couldn't you... I know we ask you to do a lot of digging, but couldn't you... couldn't we tunnel under... We
I
tunnel
think
under
it's
this?
rock.
You don't have mold rock?
I don't have mold rock.
You
You
can't
do
move
have that
rock.
rock thing. But, yeah.
I only have mold. Earth is for dirt only.
What is rock if not earth? Surely.
That's a good point. Hang on, actually, I'm wrong. I've just looked at it. You choose a portion of dirt or stone, so I stand corrected. Mold earth does include stone. However,
Solid
I
stone.
think this would take us hours to tunnel under. Hours.
They call it undermining, don't they? That's where the term comes from.
Yes. Yeah.
But maybe no.
It just seems very laborious. I mean, okay, here's another thought. What if I simply summon a legion of beautiful, elegant, giant spiders for us to ride on as we cross the cliffs?
Yeah, I would
Wow,
say
you just tossed that out there. That sounds incredible. I would have never done anything like that in my life before.
Oh, they're beautiful creatures.
Casimir, when you
Yes?
Taking away from American.
when you tried to, how did you find out about the gargoyles? Did you try to fly over? Did you try to fly around? I'm just trying to get a sense of whether or not this spider climb plan will work.
Good question, actually, Bill. I was trying to scale the wall using ropes. So I made a little noose and I threw it up over one of the spikes up there. It took me a few attempts, but finally managed to catch on. As I was climbing up, those little bastards didn't kick in until I was right near the top. But don't, and he points at them again, these stone, they look just like stone statues atop the wall. Don't let their appearances fool you. They are flesh and blood beneath that stone.
Should we just shoot them?
Yes.
How many are there? 4.
There's just two. There's two, one on the left side, one on the right side of the portcullis, on top of the wall.
Honestly, I think that's not a bad idea. Shoot them. If they attack us on the ground, that's better than us attacking us when we're up on a sheer cliff face riding beautiful, elegant spiders.
Now,
Yeah. We'll see if they move.
Just be aware that the area that you're standing on is very perilous as well. So it's only 10 foot wide, this path, and it drops down hundreds of feet. Just so you're aware of the situation you're in.
Casimir, is there anyone inside that we could ask if we may pass safely? Is there any toll that we could pay?
I've called out multiple times on some of my visits, and I have yet to hear a response.
Oh, we may as well give it one more go, right?
Yeah.
By all means.
Molly Yes, Casimir, you look like you were about to say something.
Oh, did you want to, or did you want me to?
I'm happy to. Maybe they're, you say that the Dark Elves have, people have some rotten attitudes to them around here, so maybe I'll try. I am after all, half elf. So I'll go.
I'm full elf, but I don't know.
I'm half elf. I know you're. I'm saying they may be prejudiced towards you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually fair. That's good thinking.
At least twice as prejudiced.
In that case, no. Just do it, yes. Do it.
I guess Molly would like to walk up, I guess a safe distance, and then call out, "Hello? Is there anyone in the guardhouse?"
And your voice manages to pierce through the heavy snowfall, and you hear an echo of your voice kind of off in the distance, bouncing between the areas of the land beneath you. But there's no response. You wait a minute, just eagerly listening out, and there's no response. You don't have to do it real time.
Wow, it wasn't just you. Looks like that definitive test has proved there's no one there.
Yeah, there's no response. You what you can see through it as well as you're not really getting a good look through that fire either. It's quite a thick fire, so it's hard to see through. All you're seeing is of the tower behind the wall is what's peeking up over the top of the wall.
I propose we try to start a battle with the gargoyles while we are on the ground. Try to take them out, provoke them to come to us rather than them attack us while we are vulnerable.
Okay. I mean, Casimir, we could fireball them again. That worked last time.
Yeah, we can definitely try.
Okay. Has everyone got their bows and arrows ready, etc.?
I propose we do not start with a fireball, just in case they only become flesh and blood when they are provoked.
Oh, okay.
Just in case they're immune to it.
I can hit them with chill touch from here. That reaches 120 feet.
Yes.
Is there any merit in just trying to make our way through and go and assess the surroundings beyond the portcullis further? Should we go up and look at that green wall of flame and try and assess what it is, or you just want to call these 1 ounce G?
Apparently it's very hot.
A block's magic. I don't know. I trust Casimir.
Yeah, blocks magic and it's very hot.
I mean, we can go and check it out. We can go and check it out and make sure that it is...
Molly, I'll come with you if you like.
Thank you, Casimir. That'd be great.
They're both dead.
I've had this. I've had the portcullis open numerous times without any interaction from the rocks.
No problem. See,
From
portcullis
rocks,
opens fine.
did you say?
Not worried about the portcullis.
Come on, Casimir. Let's leave these doubting Thomases. Well, no one will probably get that because the Bible's not a thing. But let's leave these haters.
Yeah. So Casimir walks up with you, Morley. So have you guys all disconnected now? I think unless everyone's coming along, Casimir disconnects himself from the rope. And Morley, you get about 10 feet away from the portcullis when there's just a screeching of metal on metal as it rises on its own. And 10 feet from that metal portcullis is just this green fire, this curtain of fire.
How close can we get before it gets too hot?
You could probably get maybe 5 feet away from it before it would get too hot.
All right. I'd like to get 5 feet away from it and then examine either side of these walls here for any hidden compartments or buttons or any kind of lever that may turn off the green flame.
Yeah, give me... Actually, it's probably cruel to say give me an investigation. There's no roll there's nothing here. There's no levers. There's no secret compartments. If I got you to roll, you might think you've just missed something. There's nothing.
Is Casimir just giving him the stink eye while he's doing this?
No,
So you
should he-
you didn't think I would try this?
He's understanding. He's not too egotistical to think that he's tried it all. Maybe Sildar would have done something like that. I think.
So he's not passive aggressive
No, not yet.
NPC.
Not yet. Give it time.
Give it time. Give it time. Let's see what happens with his sister and stuff. I guess.
Has the portcullis recessed into a gap?
There you can see the sharp spikes protruding from the top, so they haven't fully recessed.
Well, but it's gone into some sort of
Yeah,
holder.
it's gone into some sort of hole. Yeah.
Wonder if we could get up into that hole and.
Oh, sorry, individual holes for each spike, basically. So it's not like one.
I couldn't do that then, Casimir. I don't know what I was thinking. Suggesting that. Ridiculous. I've seen it right now as well. Must have got the right phone.
No, Molly. I went there the first time I saw it as well.
Well.
How is it, Morley?
I'm gonna throw. What have I got that's worthless on me? I want to throw something through the green.
Not
flame
Casimir,
and see what
please.
happens to it.
Just pick
What
up
about the
Casimir.
sunblade? I could throw the sunblade through.
Like a roast a weenie or something.
I've got on me a little rock. I'll throw a bolt, not a silver bolt. But I'll throw a crossbow bolt, and I won't do it through the crossbow. I'll just chuck it through the green flame.
Okay.
See what happens to it as it goes through.
Yeah, sure. You just kind of lob it into the green flame, and the moment it touches the flame, the whole thing just bursts into flame, and there's nothing that drops onto the other side. It's just gone, absolutely burnt in an instant.
Looks pretty hot, Casimir. Crikey, you weren't lying.
Casimir nods. Casimir nods.
Well, you know,
I haven't
Casimir,
attempted to try and pass through it. I'm not that brave.
give it a go.
You saw what happened to the arrow, didn't you?
He's nodding.
Yeah. Well, you know, Casimir, I'm fair out of ideas with this one. I guess it's fight or flee, and we won't be fleeing, will we? Be a waste of time. Morley starts to trudge back and pulls out a crossbow and just loads his crossbow for the fight that he knows is coming.
As Morley's coming back, can I yell out to him?
Sure.
Morley, have you seen any corpses? Or, skeletons? Any skeletons over there?
I didn't see any. No, just a big hot green flame and a portcullis.
Surely they would have been cremated.
Some ashes, maybe.
I was hoping that those statue things had eaten people.
I didn't see. I wasn't really looking, though, to be fair.
Could you go back?
Yes. Please, I want you to look at it again.
There's
Look for a lever. Did you look for a lever?
there's a
Good to see you.
there's a creaking of metal just sounding above you from where the portcullis is in, and it just slowly starts coming down. It's been about a minute, 2 minutes of you sort of standing there, and it's just automatically, even while you're still standing there, starts coming down.
I'm gonna be trapped there forever.
Oh God! Imagine that if you could somehow rig one of those up for your horse and cart, and you could, as you came into your mews, that could just go up for you, and you could put the horse and cart inside. Wouldn't that be something?
Some kind
Anyway.
of button, maybe. The Dominator.
All right, so Casimir is just making his way back to the group at this point.
He's a man of few words.
He must be stoked that he chose to come with us.
Well, he's going to get far, and I think he's going to have a wonderful adventure
Is
on a
he?
giant spider if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah.
You've made a
Wanna
few
go,
promises like that to Casimir. Very keen to see how this turns out.
Excuse me?
Oh,
What
Casimir.
are you playing?
Casimir,
He's gonna get far.
Casimir stops and sort of turns back to Morley and sort of jogs jogs back to where Morley is and says, "Oh, did you want to try the flying thing?"
I've got giant spiders at the ready if we need them.
American's got a spider thing she wants to do. I think that might be the way. I would like to try the flying at some point, Casimir, but maybe when the pressure's off a little bit. Never done it before, and truth be told, don't tell the others this, but maybe a little bit scared of what could happen.
He taps his nose. Secret safe with me, Morley.
Good.
And so
I'll fucking kill you if you fucking
I was going to say, he walks back just screaming, "Morley's too scared to fly."
I kill him.
A dagger in his back.
I take the sunblade out and swipe his head off in one clean stroke. Well, we
It
didn't
looks
give
like
it
the-
a fucking tempo anymore.
Why were we even
looks
here?
The portcullis got him on the way down. The perfect crime.
Well, we're all watching. Okay, is everybody ready? I'm going to shoot the one on the left with chill touch.
Oh, so
Isn't it-
before we jump into that, I know there's some different ideas of what's next. So are we just jumping straight into chill touching it, or are we going to summon some spiders and...
Well, I'm just
No, no.
saying, is everyone ready before I chill touch it?
Out of character, we should agree. I'm trying to say we should provoke a battle with them while we're safely on the ground and see if they respond.
Okay.
I hope they do, but I'm worried they only respond when you start going over the ledge or get close to crossing them. But I think it's worth trying. What do we
If can
think,
explode
everyone?
them,
There's no downside to trying.
Yeah.
Like like you said before, we're gonna be in a worse position if we're trying to climb over and then they attack.
This might seem silly, but do you guys think that I should put like some guardrails up on the edge of this cliff with mold earth so we don't fall?
Look, that's not a dumb idea.
Safety first.
Just like,
Let's get Osh out
Safety
here
first. Safety first.
for a site visit.
I don't know. Is it silly? Maybe.
No.
Do I want to fall to my death in a goof? Not really.
Imagine that if you were like you're thinking, oh, everyone will think it's a bit dumb, and then 30 seconds later you're like, I wish I put those handrails out.
This is a good ACC ad.
I mean, it'll take
A glass coffee table.
it might take a bit if you're wanting to put a guardrail all the way up, depending where you are. But you've got time. You've got time right now, right?
Okay. American's going to hold her hands up and with not a shred of amusement or anything, just solemnly says, "Wait, I will summon the rocks to protect us." And then start making guardrails. I'm just going to be like, crossing my hands and raising the earth up in front of me while muttering to myself, "Don't laugh at me, this is serious druid business."
So the whole idea is that you're moving rock, right? So it's displacing it and stuff. So yeah, you're taking bits off the side of the cliff and forming it up into these 5-foot high guardrails, I guess. These thin 5-foot high guardrails.
Yeah, so it's a little bit ambiguous because it says,
Well, you know what? You just tell me what those guardrails look like. Are they ornately carved, kind of designed, beautiful? You just tell. You've got all the time you like.
I'm just looking through the spell and I don't know if I trust that I can do this.
Do you want to chuck the spell
Because
in
it
the
says
chat?
you can manipulate a portion of dirt or stone,
Mm-hmm.
but then it says if you target an area of loose earth, you can excavate it. So looks like I can only turn stone into difficult terrain.
Right,
or
right.
it says you cause shapes to appear on the stone.
Yeah, right. So
I'm
it's
like,
not.
well,
it's,
that's very
so it's not like
ambiguous, isn't
if you
it?
had if you were on like a rocky beach and it's like a whole bunch of like stones and stuff, then you could use them and do something with it, but maybe not like solid rock.
Yeah, I've put it in the chat. Yeah, if there's any dirt, I can shape the dirt, but not...
Yeah, I think the word
Actual
stone,
stone.
right? I think stone is in like if there's a bunch of stones, not just like solid mountain rock. Right?
Yeah, it has to
loose
be
earth or
yeah.
loose stone, that kind of thing. If the dirt or stone
Yeah,
you type
so it's
is on
more
the
like an
ground,
excavation type spell.
you can make it difficult terrain, which would help no one, I think. That would be terrible. But I don't know if you're going to be able to make...
Yeah, I think
a
I
guardrail.
overestimated its power.
That's
there.
right, that's right. Okay, so no guardrails, unfortunately.
I do nothing.
Yeah. Okay, good. Cool.
Oh,
That was
Damn the
exciting.
fine print.
That was exciting.
It was an
plans?
exciting idea that I could have done, but couldn't actually
Could
do.
you summon a bunch of spiders to be your guardrail?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Actually, that's kind of a good idea. No, I won't do it.
Okay.
What about a bunch of goats? We've seen how good they fare up here.
Yeah, yeah.
I want spiderweb nets to catch us.
Yeah.
From falling
Ranzin
off the
could do
side.
that.
like
I'm going to get
trampolines.
Ranzin. I'm going to advise Ranzin. I'm going to whisper to it in a spider tongue and advise it to lash out with its web if anyone's going to fall over the edge.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you were just going to, like, completely dry him out by, like, putting up just a...
Dry it out. Ugh,
just...
horrible.
Oh no.
Yuck.
Dry old spinner.
All right, so he's gonna be on hand in case someone falls and he can...
Yeah,
I like that. I think that's good.
yeah. He's our safety net.
Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll bring Runs in and he's there with you guys now.
He's going to be like waving his little forearms around to everyone.
Pity pumps.
Yeah. Doing that
Wow,
kind
that
of
was,
dance thing.
I was there.
It's nice guy.
He truly is wonderful.
He's so cute.
So your ice knife, Baron.
Chill touch.
Chill touch. How long was the distance on that?
120.
Oh, you got plenty of room. Plenty of room to do that.
Well, is everybody ready?
I'm
See
ready.
if it's
We're
crossbow.
attacked. Okay, I'm gonna get my skeletons are gonna get their bow and arrows ready as well.
Okay.
I've only got 2 skeletons.
Can we all ready actions to target one and just unleash a volley of our arrows at one that we nominate if it starts coming towards us?
But yeah, you could, if you wanted, just go all in on an attack. Everyone at the same time can start this as a
We'll see if
surprise round.
Yeah. Okay.
Because as far as you guys know, it's just Casimir that's telling you they're alive. They look, by all means, just as statues to you.
Do you think he's having us on?
He would never.
He brought us the whole way here just to fuck with us.
We're unpunked.
He's just like, you guys...
just gonna jump out from behind a rock.
You-
Got
you go-
Casimir.
You go all in, and he's like,
Casimir.
and he's just like, they're just statues.
All right. Chill touch.
Before
Now-
how do you go to catch? You put your hand out, do you lift your staff? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I'm holding my staff and just my hand goes like this.
And
then
Casimir just
hand
quickly,
comes
before
out.
you do anything, Casimir just
Yeah.
says, I've never actually attacked them, so I don't know what will happen.
There's only one way to find out, Casimir. I'm not about to climb up there and get attacked like you did.
Way to make me feel bad about it.
You loser.
That sounded worse than I meant it to be.
I only did it once.
I mean, it's thanks to your bravery that we know that they're even alive, okay? Now, chill touch.
No say.
Okay. Is it
Don't be an idiot like you.
give us a roll to hit?
Okay. Oh, what- Chill touch. That's 1d20 plus 9.
And are you attacking the left one or the right one?
The left one, yes. Oh, a 2
Good roll.
plus.
Plus 9.
Yes.
Dang. Okay. That's a miss. It just shoots, like deflects off a part of the portcullis, or the wall
Okay,
that it's sitting on.
warming up, Casimir. Don't worry.
Was this
Gonna try again.
so? Is everybody going in for this round, or what's the deal?
Yeah.
All right. So we
No,
can't.
I thought we were gonna hang on a minute. I thought we were gonna wait until one spell awakened the thing, and then
Yeah.
the minute it sort of awakened, then we were gonna unleash hell on my command.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that the plan, or were we just all
Yeah.
gonna attack the stone?
That's what I thought the plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the Baron shoots off chill touch, and nothing happens.
Well, I missed. I admit it.
I know the feeling, Baron.
I mean, it's far away. Okay, I'll try again. And
You can get a bit closer if you like, Baron.
no,
No.
a one. A one.
No, you keep trying, Brian. You've got this.
Give me a D100, please.
Okay, this can't go wrong.
Is Chill Touch, that's a cantrip or a spell?
It's
like
a cantrip.
All right.
43.
Could you roll your damage for that Chill Touch?
Shoot someone in the ass, I suppose. 2d8.
2d8.
This will be 16, no doubt.
I roll ones until I get a hit.
Oh, 12.
Double sixes.
All right, so, Baron, you go
Needle
to...
appears and he just gets hit with chill touch and then fired off the mountain.
Needle's family appears.
Baron, you go to cast Chill Touch, but it kind of your numb fingers are already so cold, and you miscalculate, and you damage your own hand with this casting of the cantrip. You take 6 damage.
God, Christ! Ow! It really is chilly. I've never hit myself with that before.
Sure.
That's embarrassing.
Does anyone else want to?
Hey.
Shall I shoot an arrow?
Just let me hit this thing.
No, you're right. No, Brian, you do have this.
Oh.
You've got this. You've got this, Baron.
Can we all
all
give a
start a
clap
chant.
of encouragement?
No, don't patronize me.
Baron.
Shut up.
Baron.
I roll, I shoot. 13 plus 9.
Yay! As
Yeah.
You're a big boy.
that
Still
is
stings.
a hit. You see this skeletal hand like sink into this statue, and the rock that's like a layer around it just starts cracking and falling off to the ground. Could you roll damage for that as well, please?
38. Probably good for 2. A 2 and a 2. 4. Weak. It dies.
A 2. What was it? A 2 and a 2. 4 damage. Okay. You do 4 damage to it.
If necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until start of my next turn.
Okay, great. So, it cracks away, and you can see this like deep, sort of dark bluish purple skin to it as it flexes its wings. It's almost got like this vulture-style face to it, and it's. I don't know if you could tell from that image, but these statues are pretty big. Let me bring up that handout again, just so you guys can see them once more.
They're not undead, are they?
Show to players. Here we go. So if you take a look, those creatures above that you're firing them at, they look to be at least as big as Mirakin was as a warhorse. You know, standing really quite imposing above those things. And now the one on the left is stretching out its wings, and you're seeing its true wingspan silhouetted in the blizzardy, icy snow around you. And now, are you all now just going to just launch your attacks? Yeah. We'll just go in order that we have you on the screen here. So, Mirakin, are you launching something at that creature?
I'll just fire off my short bow. What have I rolled there? I rolled a 19 to hit for 7 piercing damage, and it's +2 because I have braces of archery.
+2 to the
To
damage.
the piercing damage.
Oh, so 9 damage. Okay, cool. Yep. So that soars into one of its wings, the sort of the muscular part of the wing, and it grazes through it, but it only manages to do half damage. So we're going to say 3 damage of that 7. So it just doesn't have that same sort of impact that you've seen your arrows hit before. You know instantly from some of these creatures that you've seen that obviously standard arrows aren't going to do much. Next, we say the Baron's already has his bill. What is Bill going to launch out towards this creature?
He's gonna launch Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for this, but I have to. These rocks as guards. It's igneous, isn't it? It's like a play on ingenious. That was the best. That was the best I could come up with.
Short notice. I get it.
But anyway, I feel like I need to have another take at that one.
Like, just keep doing it every time it's your turn. I think that'd be awesome.
Great.
How about it's time to get your rocks up.
That would have been better. That would have been much better than what I said.
What do we got there?
For some reason, it hasn't done the attack.
Oh, right. Is it a saving throw? Is it a...
Sorry, that would have been the damage.
Uh-huh.
All of my shit's broken. I don't know why. Here we go. I think that's correct. 25 to hit.
Oh, right. I thought it might have been a saving throw one. No, 25 is more than enough. Doing 5 psychic damage. We'll take that first one. You rolled that damage first, so it's taking 6 psychic damage. Is there any other effects to this?
Yeah, they have disadvantage on their next attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's like a sort of a shriek, a small shriek come out of it as you cast that through the air into it. What about Morley?
Yeah, I'm just loosing my arrow. Is there any advantage on this?
Not. No,
I
you
suppose
don't.
everyone would have got it.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, it's a surprise. I should have said that. It is a surprise hit. So you all would have... Let's get some advantage rolls for all of those, to be honest.
Awesome. So that means I get to roll...
Just in case there's...
20.
What, you just instantly get a nat 20? I don't know if that's how it works.
That's good.
I think that's how it works.
Good question. Sorry, yeah, I was considering this a surprise round, so by all means. So no difference to Bill's Vicious Mockery.
And I get to roll 2 more times because when I get advantage with the bow and arrow, I get to roll a 3rd time.
All right, well, you didn't... no change on that either. So you rolled a 25 and a 21. You had previously rolled a 19, so still would have hit. Baron, yours was... Oh, here we go.
These are the skeletons.
Ah, right.
So one skeleton hits, and another... Oh, I go 23 and 18.
Okay, both of those are hits. Cool. What's the damage for those?
1d6 plus 6.
Cool.
Here we go. A 1 plus 6. And 4 plus 6, so 7 and 10.
So it becomes a 3 and a 5 just because of the nature of these arrows against this creature. But it does, it has been pretty solidly attacked. Back to you, Morley, with advantage. What are you doing? Hand crossbow?
Yep. So it's a 20.
Okay, great.
5 damage, but I'll also roll my sneak attack.
Were you using just one of your standard bolts or one of your silvered bolts?
Standard.
Okay, cool. And yeah, give us your sneak attack, which is like 66 or something. And that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a good roll. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Is it 5? Roll. Isn't it 66 now, or is it 5d6?
It went up to 5d6.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you pull out your crossbow with all of these 3 arrows, this Vicious Mockery, and everything else that's been thrown at it. You also land a bolt into it, doing a total of 7 damage. This puts that to that. And Casimir also follows.
I'd like to just, as a bonus action, I'd like to hide behind one of these kind of rocks that are jutting out, just to give me a bit of cover.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a. There's not heaps to hide behind, so give me a stealth roll. There's like lumps of snow and stuff that you might be able to get in behind in this area, but.
Is there any rugs?
That's a 14 all up.
Okay, cool. I think that's a decent roll. I'll put that against a perception check, or what's their natural perception? Yeah, to them you're now hidden. Okay. Casimir is going to fire a firebolt. Can you roll that for me, Adam? I don't have this set up just to quickly roll. I don't think.
Yeah, I can.
Cool. Let's roll
17, 12 damage.
Nice. His firebolt soars through and splashes against this creature as well, doing a total of 12 damage. Okay.
He rolls. That's for him. That's good.
I've just used up like your good roll, I think. The creature on top of the portcullis screams out now, and the statue next to him starts cracking too, revealing that same sort of vulture-like face and bluish purple skin, and stretches its wings out as well, and both of them together just scream out, reverberating around this gatehouse in the valley below. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Ooh.
Now, I was waiting for something to bring in Needle, but he will be back. He will be in next session, so don't worry for the players that were waiting for that. I haven't forgotten. There is something coming up for that. I'm excited about this fight. I think this fight's going to be awesome.
I really like the one with the big goat.
What was that, sorry?
I really like the fight with the big goat. I think our plans are, just lately we've been doing plans and they've been working.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that was an awesome plan.
We've never had a fight where we just sort of beat it and, with the trick or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just ends.
Yeah. I was like, there was no, like, I could have, like, DM'd my way into making it a decent fight and finding some excuse for it to stick around. But, like, there was such a beautiful plan, such a great plan, such a satisfying plan. Adam, you've got inspiration. Easy as that. That's, if you don't already have it, you've got one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
I have a question.
You can't stack it, can you?
Oh, do you already have one?
Double.
No.
Oh.
I
What?
don't. Sorry. I never used it on my Beyond sheet.
Ah, right.
I didn't update my Beyond sheet to show that I had used it, so
Gotcha.
I'll put it back.
Cool. Yeah, to me, that was just an easy one. That was a great, beautiful strategy. Obviously helped with Merrick and Misty stepping the hell out of there, but it was great.
My question is, did you fudge his HP, or would he have had more? Or did we just annihilate him?
You didn't get him down to 0 HP. You knocked him off the cliff.
Oh, so the full damage would have killed him?
Do you know? You guys are like hundreds, like almost 1,000 feet up at that point, and you get a D6 of damage every 10 foot of falling. So.
Oh, how far did he fall? Did he fall
fell
like
off
right
the
into
cliff.
off like the entire mountain?
Yeah, you knocked that fucking off.
It was a sheer drop.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
the
I
Emperor
didn't
getting thrown down the chute.
Oh, see, I thought he was just falling off that little bit that the rocks were balanced on.
He fell 5 foot. Oh, dude.
Good plan, Morley.
Maybe I
I'm
just
the worst
didn't.
cook ever.
Maybe I didn't visualize it properly because I
let's
didn't
take
see
a
him
look.
as falling off.
I'll put you guys back on.
I always find it really difficult to visualize because I just thought, that
Right.
like balanced bit of wood will be like, I don't know how far, but it's not that far off the ground.
Well, so this balanced bit of wood was probably 10 to 15 off the ground. These rocks.
Yeah,
here,
that's
10
how
to
far I
15.
thought he was falling.
No, but up here where I'm tagging, that was where he charged. That was where the thing of
okay.
American was. And when he landed on there, everyone hit him with stuff and He fell off.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was falling off that entire effing mountain. I just thought he fell off that tree stump.
That's why that would have been very anticlimactic. you killed a 2 HP goat. He was just big, but boy was he brittle. Yeah.
Well, that explains things.
Yeah.
Just a regular goat stat sheet.
Just massive goat, but just the regular stats.
It turns out he was just a normal goat who could talk.
Yeah. No, that was. I thought it was a great plan.
Well, there won't be any goats vandalizing the beautiful, pristine buttresses or whatever the fuck.
The
they
bluffs.
are. The bluffs.
What's a bluff? What is a
Who
bluff?
knows that sort of stuff?
In-
Every time I play this game, I need a fucking thesaurus on me because people are like, "Oh, it's the carapace of the body." This happened when I was playing with Fate of Ice and Live. People were tossing out terms, and I was like, "I didn't know I was going to need a fucking dictionary, a ye old dictionary."
So Garman dude, I believe, is a geologist. He's one of our viewers. He's in the Discord and stuff as well. And he was up there with the references. He was like making some rock jokes at the same time.
You have to be
some
a
rock puns.
geologist.
Or geologist was. Apologies. I should have become a geologist.
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing? Larp Kiwi says, "Am I going to tell you guys the stat block that I used for the goat?" So I didn't use his standard stat block. There's I gave him this amended one, which is basically the stats of a woolly mammoth. So he was so much stronger than the book's version of Sangzor.
We killed him like they used to kill
just
woolly
like
mammoths as
just
well.
like nothing, man. You guys just absolutely fucked him up, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
woolly
imagine
mammoths
it.
strong.
No, they've got no strength behind them, nothing.
Hey, you know, I've seen the skeleton of a mammoth once, and I was surprised how big it was. Now I remember about it.
And you're asking me to explain how strong they are.
No,
You've
I've seen
seen one.
D&D. It was like,
Did you see
I
it?
thought an
Did you see
elephant
it
would
at the British Museum?
No, a Japanese one.
Oh.
Very tall,
Huge.
big.
Oh, so that's why
Yeah.
people call big things mammoth. Got it.
Yeah. It's
wasn't
not
that
just
big.
a clever name.
Which came first?
Yeah. Sangzor. Always
I lo-
Sangzor.
I'm thinking of these
Sex always
these
comes
villagers
first.
going out
Is
and
that what you're saying? Is an inconsiderate lover as well. Goodbye, Sangzor. Get off this mountain.
Yeah. So yeah, Sangzor would make just like a normal elephant look small, basically, which is what Larp Kiwi's saying. Like he was a decent sized thing.
Decent.
It would have done some, like, the stat block would have messed you guys up. I was expecting it to be a really tough fight, and I thought the fact that you guys were all tied together was going to make it even more of a challenge.
Really?
And yeah, so I love the distraction. I love that you specifically chose Mirakin because it specifically says that he gets transfixed on like a powerful or strong character. And I felt with Mirakin standing up and like speaking to him that he would think of Mirakin as being like the leader of you. And then was in my mind was completely transfixed. If Morley you'd made any other kind of visual distraction, he wouldn't have cared. So it was awesome.
Nice one.
Yeah, really well.
I was going to go for a hot dog, but
And just an 8 foot tall tin can.
doing a funny dance.
That was a great plan though.
It really was. It was so cool,
yeah.
so satisfying. Yeah,
God,
yeah.
thank you. It was great. It was incredible.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to just thank all of our supporters. The list got really big because in the last 2 streams, so the prep stream and then last week's Monday stream, Random's thrown out like 10 subscriptions. So there's going to be a big thank you list. Maybe I shouldn't even thank the ones that got it gifted. I'll just thank Random. I don't know. We'll give everyone there.
Thank him 10 times or 11 times.
So we'll go through our Patreons. George Friend, QSD, Drop Shadow, Waffles, Carl Zone, Squished, Sador, The Foolish Fool, Andrew Mitchell Moore, and our very own Joe, John, and Adam. Thank you guys for being on our $4 a month plan. Shannon. And our Twitch subscribers, we've got Larp Kiwi, Asnog, Elosagiver, Random Origins, Garman Dude, Coolio, Squished, Waffles again, if you've noticed. Same with, Squished as well. Foolish Fool as well. Carlzone, both sides of my monitor here. Dark on DOD, Hoja the Elder, Terrestrial Starfish, Jackalope, and then we've got like a decent selection of some new faces thanks to Random. Furious, Biggie, I Like the Cake, Biggie 110. I Like the Cake, Deadpool's Kitty, Starfallen Games, Grey 976, Reptile Dino, M. Burnus, who was here earlier, part of the Passive Perception team, and Real Trentos. Trentos. I know it's like Mentos, I guess. Thank you guys for the support. You guys are so awesome. Random, your support is amazing. I'm so happy to have you as part of our community, and you're basically one of the team as well with what you're doing for this trading card and the moderating of our channel and stuff as well. You're an absolute legend.
That's how I think of Random Origins.
Yeah, absolutely part of the team. We've got a question. Adam, is that the abominable snow monster from Ski Free behind you on your green screen?
No, but great reference.
Yeah, I think that's us for the night. That's great. Feel free to come and chat to us in our Discord. I think Random's already thrown the link up a few times, but throw it up one more time. There's good chats in there. What are we chatting about at the moment in the Discord? Have we got anything? We've got... Joe, did you put that link to...
Yeah, I'll put it in the main chat about the weirdest... What was it called? It's not
Shark
the Dragon's
Tank?
Den. Shark Tank. A weird Shark Tank pitch. But it's one of those really old, really low resolution videos, but you know.
Right. So,
And Project Chode.
Project Chode's coming along great.
I really wish you'd stop calling me that.
We won't know. We won't know until we reveal it.
Okay.
All my carrots disappoint, to be honest. I'm sure it won't even be that chody.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Thank you. Believe. I need some positivity.
All of our other sessions are up on YouTube. All of our Patreons and Twitch subscribers will get this episode to watch for a week before it goes out to the public. But you can check all of our previous sessions on YouTube or anywhere podcasts are available. We've also got merch. I want to get some new merch up on the store to reflect the new designs, our new branding that we've got. So I need to get
Christmas.
a little Christmas
Buy
present.
your entire family getting Dicey.
Thank
They'll
you.
love it.
Yes. Yeah.
I had a
And
great
imagine
idea
them-
for a T-shirt. I had such a good idea, but I've forgotten it.
good.
Oh.
Thank you.
Was it in a dream?
I think I honestly may have dreamed it. I feel like it would look super cool, and I was like, I must tell Reagan about this.
Okay, well, if it comes back to you,
as I now have, I'm regretting opening my mouth at all.
if it comes back to you, let me know. Yeah, that'd be great.
Maybe we could do a shirt that says Morley's dream, and
Well, let's run away.
I'm sure it was a good idea. Something good.
I'll also give a thank you to Ivor Vampire Kissed and I'm going to butcher this one, Veracundia. I've butchered that, but thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. But yes,
Beautiful pronunciation.
I don't know which way I was going to go with that one to start with. I like Veracundia, I think is the way to go. Come and see us next week. We'll be live at the same time next week. We've got something different on the Sunday. We've got the prep stream will probably be a bit earlier in the day because Sunday night we have a crossover stream with a bunch of other New Zealand podcasters and streamers. So we'll be doing that Sunday night and then going live with Curse of Strahd same time Monday next week. Also, fingers crossed, Twitch figures out how to test our extension and gets it and approves it, and we can go live with our trading cards next week. That would be amazing. They've also unlocked a bunch of follower emotes. So normally emotes are only available to subscribers or if you've donated a certain number of bits. This time they've unlocked like 5 slots for just following. And they're going to reflect the cards. So when you unlock a card that you're really excited about, you can just spam that emote saying, I got that card, and it's going to be cool. So they'll go live at the same time as the trading cards. A lot of things to get excited about that I'm very excited about. And and then obviously in early December, we'll have our Christmas special as well. And then we'll probably shortly after that take a few weeks off so we can actually have a bit of a Christmas break and then get back into it. Anyway, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for a great session. I loved that fight against Sangzor, and I'm excited to see what happens with these statues, these vulture demon statues.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
There's no orange car.
That's fine. We don't need to pad for time. We already saw it earlier.
Yeah,
We don't
it's
need to
not
be doing that
happening.
twice
We
in
did
one night.
see it earlier.
Snap cameras off, okay? We
It's
can't
not
leave the
happening.
root of
Until it's
all
done.
the root of all our technical problems is clearly this fucking car.
I've lost my will to go on.
I know. Well, thank you,
Without
everyone.
the car, I'm nothing.
Everyone have a great night. Come talk to us on Discord, and we'll see you later on in the week. See you, everyone.
Bye.